Greetings all you lights across the nation. I am Tristan from IllumiNation, coming at you live for another video. Today's video is going to be about shifting. What the heck is shifting? What does it do? How can it help me practically in my life? And not just some way out there, false light, law of attraction kind of thing, but in the real sense, what is shifting? Shifting is the act of bringing spaciousness to your perspective and deciding what the best possible place is in terms of mindset to be coming from in terms of your subjective perspective. So this can help in terms of interpersonal relationships, facing evil, and staying hopeful for any situation that might come your way. So getting right into it, shifting, essentially like what Bashar had said, is that every moment we're shifting into a new reality. Every moment we have a chance to break old cycles, to say, I'm not going to do this anymore, I'm going to do better. And so for all those people out there who are stuck in a cycle where their day just gets away from them and they don't know how to take life into their own hands, every single moment you can shift into a new reality. By bringing spaciousness and awareness to your perspective, you put yourself in a better position to look at the interaction that you're having. Because the thing about experiencing a moment, letting a moment seize you, is that once you accept that moment, the moment meets you halfway. And that bridge is like your higher power. It's God. It's everything about how this reality is the way it is, how I'm a human, giving you this idea, all into one. And so we're connecting to our experience, and our experience is meeting us halfway. And by just accepting life, we're learning more about ourselves in a way that we wouldn't have if we were just kind of stuck in one-dimensional thinking, not being willing to look at ourselves from the other side and think about, how can I be looking at this perspective from a place of even more awareness? How can I take a step back from myself and see the experience I'm having and take the best possible path? I want to shift in the best possible way in my next moment. What does that look like? Take a moment to think about how you want to shift to your next moment. Just like what Bashar says, you're shifting now, you're shifting now, you're shifting now. Shift right now. Now try it again. Now try it again. And so how this really works in a practical sense, consider your awareness as a ball of light. And whatever you are doing, whatever you are experiencing, this ball of light envelops whatever your focus is on. So right now you're watching this video, your ball of light is in your phone. Your energy is going into your phone. Your awareness is within your phone, or it's within your inner space, listening and calculating what this means in terms of all the memories you have stored within your conscious of what you perceive reality to be. And so whenever this video is over, say you hear a noise outside, something like sudden, your awareness instantly goes into echolocation trace mode. Where did that noise come from? Where am I hearing this from? And so being able to recognize that our awareness is an energy source, it's us, casting our awareness into the outside or into a space where we can receive awareness. We really see that the nature of what this is important for is to gain awareness, to just have more and more and more and more awareness and continually shift better and better in every moment. So if you're dealing with an interpersonal situation, or you're looking at a big scope, a big picture, or a conspiracy theory, or something really big outside of yourself that's hard to tackle, there's a lot of different points on it, take as much time as you can to look at your own subjective experience. Ask yourself questions about why you feel the way you feel, and bring spaciousness to your perspective so that you can align yourself to the best possible place to be to be operating from a subjective experience from. If you're in a state of reaction, then you're being influenced by the outside world. You're being triggered by something that is programmed into you by either your parents, your past life experiences, or society at large. And so anytime we're triggered, this is like a yellow light telling us to go inward and look at it. What is this? What is this that I'm feeling? Why am I feeling it? Because what shifting really reveals is that everything that happens to us is our responsibility. Whether or not those people need to be held accountable for hurting you is a different story. But if you have something happen to you that you don't like, it's up to you to make sure it never happens again. And it's not to say build up armor and just like never let anything in, but bring that spaciousness. Don't let the bad experience become a trigger reaction every time you experience something similar, because your whole life is going to wall up after that. And so this is all about taking a step back from yourself and seeing, what can I really be looking at right now outside of what I want to be reacting to? And just taking that extra breath instead of gasping in a moment of trigger, or shortening your breath and immediately yelling out with a short breath or something like that. Taking that full breath, giving that energy to yourself to say, I'm not going to be triggered. I'm going to respond in a way that honors myself and the path I want to be shifting towards. Taking a moment to recalibrate how I'm even going about this video right now. Our awareness is essentially our inner voice. And the space that our awareness stores information into is our inner child. It's our inner self. These parts are connected, but whatever you're allowing yourself to put energy into is what your inner self is listening to at the same time. So is there something in your routine that you may be giving too much energy to? We live in a time where social media and society has so many things meant to trigger our primal, like, lower instincts, whether it's using a half-naked girl to sell a cheeseburger, or Twitter getting you primed up on dopamine for your 2 likes that make you feel connected to other people, especially during a lockdown where we can't see anybody. It's really important to note that we can't be multitasking if we want to put really good work out. We have to be putting all of our awareness into the task at hand. Right now, my awareness is enveloped in my thoughts and my own being and this message that I'm trying to share. I'm not even looking at the camera per se. I'm just speaking this as if I'm some sort of vessel that all of this knowledge is accumulated through, that just needs to be shared. I'm a filing cabinet right now. And so we can't be splitting our awareness, because the more it's split, the less energy we have devoted to the task at hand. We can get so much more done if we focus and put all of our energy into one thing, to where it just keeps growing and growing and growing and growing until it's manifested something so powerful that people can't even deny how much energy was within that thing, how much awareness this thing that you've created has within it. And you just keep building it over and over again. And you reassess. I say it all the time. Shoot for the stars, land on the moon, recalibrate, shoot again. We really want to be taking our lives into our own hands. We want to be shifting in a way that always sets us up for the next launch towards the stars. And, multitasking, being triggered, seeking certain kind of responses by our actions. We can't be doing things for the sake of what these things will do in return. Just like the way you love somebody. You can't give love and expect love in return. You give love because that's what you would do anyway. So just keep putting your awareness in, keep pouring your heart into the things that you do, and anything in your routine that pulls your attention away from something that is a skill that you know you need to be building to live your best life, or that's pretty much it. Just it'll be detrimental. And so the whole point of this exercise of shifting is to say, I'm going to create space within my conscious to separate myself from any triggers and allow myself the perspective to make the best decision for my subjective experience, so that in my next moment I can do the same and continue to exponentially shift in a way that leads me to my best life, that I'm doing in every moment. So keep breathing deep, stay focused, and follow your triggers, because they reveal much about yourself. It's never about what someone else did to you. It's about how you reacted to it. It reveals your triggers. Not to say they shouldn't be held accountable. They definitely should. We're not trying to bypass here. Never trying to bypass. We need to do the work. We need to understand what needs to have our attention on it, what needs to be shifted away from. Maybe we swear a little bit too much. Maybe we get distracted by social media too much. Take stock of what your attention is divided into, and think about what it would do if you reallocated all that attention towards the things that you think could make your life great. It's worth the sacrifice, I guarantee it. So this is Tristan from IllumiNation Network. If you like this video, hit like, subscribe. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube at IllumiNation PNW, and you can find the groups and the business page at IllumiNation Network on Facebook. Stay happy, keep breathing, stay focused, and keep shifting to the best reality that suits what your part could be played as. Until next time, guys.